He's been on fire the whole event. Probably a little less fancied of those 4 surfers, but just as dangerous given what he's been up to.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, we move on quick in this sport and we go straight to the women's semi-finals. Philippe, Caity Simmers, Bettylou Sakura Johnson, and Simmers straight up to capitalise. So Caity Simmers just finding the rhythm, a nice little foam rebound, and then drives around the corner, and there's that layback drop wallet she's been using to advantage on the outside section. Stays really still on these flat sections and then shows a little bit of variety, a bit of twist, and then comes in the end section, will try and finish it and can't. Just so wobbly that last bit, really difficult to manage. Talk me through this one, Philippe.
Yeah, it really amazes me how young this girl is. Look at this. She has such a good connection with the board and with the wave. Look at this. Weight shifting from the front foot to the back foot is absolutely perfect. And unfortunately, a bit of a mistake here. It wasn't an easy finishing section. It's absolutely perfect. But Bettylou is not. She's right there also.
Yeah. So we see Bettylou. She's going to go late to that. Oh my God! She did one of those to get a 9-point ride yesterday. And she just went for it, and the replay, and it's paying off. But this end section was brutal.
Yeah, she started off really nice, just holding that rail. She got a little late, and she could have injured herself because she just landed. It might not be the best thing as we see Bettylou up and riding.
Yeah, it's more the wave. And she's hoping for a bit more of a wall. S-turning around, no major sections out the back as yet. Now she starts to warm up, and she's going to hit the section here, clips it, and then got a second one. That's a bit more like it, a bit of fin release, but can she finish it off? And a 4th turn, and pin drops out of there before she hits right on the rocks. It's not going to be a huge score, but you know, she's on the board.
Yeah, medium-sized wave. She got a couple turns done, as you said, a couple last turns, just trying to get in the rhythm and the flow of the wave. She hits it a bit late on this one. Still manages to get away, and that nice snap off the top, and then the wave is so wobbly, but she manages really well, and she almost fell on top of the board. So yeah, that looked pretty close from the rocks. We're gonna see here from the drone angle. And that's why she had to cut it short, because actually I think she wanted to hit the lip on that one here a little late. She didn't explode as she wanted to, and a nice snap. And then she's looking at the inside, looking at the turns. She actually did one pin drop on that one, and look how close she is from the rocks. As we see Caitlin up and riding.
Yeah, so just gets into this one. Talking about that snowboarding kind of style, just S-turning all over the face. Oh, and there's a big hit. Can she hang on? She can. So radical stuff from the 16-year-old. And if she can get more on this wave, she's onto a good score. And that's the difference that this young surfer's got. She's got spice. She's got a radical turn, and she doesn't mind going radical out the back. A little turn there, and then, as we were saying, I mean, there's so much going on. Just, I mean, no normal humans can sort of deal with that type of bump and fizz. This first turn looked pretty special.
Yeah, she gets on the wave pretty early. She managed to just wham! Oh, drifting that tail on that one. She's so technical. It's pretty impressive for me, because technical surfing is not as easy as it looks, and she just puts the extra flair in here. We see the bumps and the backwash. Check this out. Oh my God. You were talking about snowboarding.
Yeah, that was the mogul.
Yeah, that was more like it. Molly looking at that.
Yeah,
and is she all right?
I wouldn't watch that, Molly. That's not going to be any good for you.
So right. She had been surfing in Backdoor and Reef. She hasn't been surfing in Rio Waida. So yeah, she definitely got a special connection with this wave.
Okay, Sakura Johnson, that's a big turn. She hangs on, and yeah, and still manages a little top turn after the regroup now on the inside. S-turning, she'll aim for a big finish. Like Caity, she had a good wave, a good turn out the back. She's already got some points on the board. She's trying to finish it. It's sort of trademark swoop, and she just kicks it out. So again, but here she goes, this one. paddled for it, and it's just going to be not a good wave, just to close out, and that's a poor decision. Maybe the time, she needs a 6.58. She was never going to get it on that wave. So here we go. So this is in the recap. So driving down the line, first turn. Oh, it's a big one. Hangs on, but can't get anything more than that. So it's just the 3.17. So that won't count. You can see the family. Here she goes. No, doesn't paddle for that. She lets Johnson go. So what's Bettylou got here? This might be a last shot. Oh, there's a big turn. Caity looking at the wave going, did I make an error there? So far the wave's pretty fat, not a whole lot of turns. She'll keep going. This is going to be a last wave, you'd think. So she's going to try and rinse it on the shore. It's wobbly, kicks it out, and she likes it. Well, the brains trust like it. Gone down swinging as she always would do.
Yeah, this first turn is actually really good. Powerful, very, very technical as well. She comes around the section. The wave kind of dies off on her. I actually thought she wouldn't have a finishing turn on this one, but maybe the tide is already pushing out a little bit as she goes and hits it really strong on that one. So it should be interesting to see her results on that one. And Caitlin, she let it go on this one. Might be do you think it was a bit of a mistake there?
Well, I think so. I mean, you know, she could have blocked her, she could have ridden the wave, but unfortunately, good, you know, great surfing and great decision making from Bettylou. She stuck right down the end and stayed away from her opponent, but I don't think the wave's going to be enough, and the score does come in a 4.83, so it's not enough.